Hi, this is Mac from SW Randall Toys, and I'm really excited about this board game today. We just got this in. It's called Dicecapades. It's by a company called the Haywire Group, and boy, it's a great idea. It caught me right off guard. I like the packaging. It's the game with over 100 dice, and to be exact, it has 133 dice, including a bunch of miniature dice, which are about that big. It's insane. But this game is a neat game. It is an easy game. It's a classic game where you have to get from start to finish, doing what the card says as you pick them up along the way. There's 3 categories. You have trivia questions, you have challenges to do with the dice, and then you have other sort of drawing challenges to do with the blue cards. We'll see in a second here. But this is Dicecapades. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, here's everything out of the box. Now let's go over what's included here. First, we start with the board. As you see, there's 3 different colored areas you'll be traveling through before you make it to the end space. Now this game comes with 6 different colored figures for you to use. This is a 2 to 6 player game. You get an hourglass, which the rulebook says is a 30-second hourglass. I timed it. It's only 27 seconds. That may vary by hourglass, but you may want to give yourself an extra second. You could say go and then flip it. That's what I've been doing. You get 3 different types of cards, which correspond with the area of the board you're in, because when you start your turn, you draw a card based on what color of the board you're in. So, you have action land cards, which are blue, thinking town cards, which are yellow, and Triviaville cards, which are red. The game also comes with a pad of paper, 6 pencils in case you have 6 players, and now here's the fun part, all the dice. Okay, over here we have this little bag of miniature dice, which I leave in the bag because they're easy to be lost. And I think they give you extra dice because they probably know you're going to drop some and the vacuum's going to get them. So we have those little dice. We have 16 brown spotted dice, 6 picture dice with different sides, different pictures, poker dice, 6 letter dice. We have a 6-sided multicolored die, and that's what you typically use on the drawing challenges and the trivia challenges to determine which question you're going to get. We have this is neat. This is a funky die, they call it. It's a miniature die within a bigger one. When you use this, you'll typically have to add the two numbers together. In this instance, 4 and a 6 would give you a 10. So you'll see those as they come up. A 4-sided die. We have the black die, 6-sided. This appears to be a 8-sided red die. This would probably be a 10-sided blue die. Maybe only 9. No, it looked like a 10-sided die because there was a 0 on there. Here's the 10-sided. No, this is a 12-sided green die. And then we have the yellow 20-sided die. So there's your assortment there. And you definitely use all of these. Now let's see what each of these cards mean. Now most of the blue cards you're going to draw are either dice challenges or challenges that involve you closing your eyes or fun things like that. And a lot of them are drawing challenges. But here's an example of something you may get. This card requires 10 mini ivory spot dice. Those are the miniature ones over there. Stack at least 10 of them within 30 seconds and you get to move ahead 3 spaces. Now that's pretty tough. I've actually tried it before. I've never done it. Let me know if you can do it, because stacking 10 of them together is rather difficult. Let's look at an example of one of the yellow cards you might draw here, Thinking Town. You need 18 brown spot dice. Take all 18 brown spot dice, start rolling. Within 30 seconds, keep rolling until the dice total 72 or higher. Set aside any dice you want to keep towards your final total as you are rolling. So you got to keep rolling. You can keep the dice you want that obviously have 5s or 6s on them. Just keep rolling the other ones until you think you have 72 or higher. Now that you have to use all 16 of those dice, so that can be fun. Triviaville. Now when you draw Triviaville cards, if you're in the red spot of the board, you let the opponent draw them for you because they have the answers right on them. So if you are starting your turn and you draw a card, somebody else draws one for you, you roll the 6-sided die to determine what color question they're going to read you from the card. They try to fit as many on here as they can. If you roll a black, it's a reader's choice. They can pick any one of these questions. So you have different questions now. This is a newer game, so you got to think of 2000 to 2010 when answering these questions. So this is a neat game. Gameplay is quick. I've played it about 4 times. Each time has been about 25 minutes to half an hour. I've actually played this game with people who don't like board games at all, and started playing it, and in fact played it twice because they just loved looking at the die. I mean, that's one of the fun things I like about this game, and what drew me to the game in the first place as soon as we unpackaged it from the box from the Haywire group is just the packaging was beautiful. You see all these die and you don't know what's in store with this game. It makes you do a number of challenges, but look at all these die. Just having all these, I mean, if you play card games, Dungeons and Dragons, there you go. You already have enough die to play you to your heart's content. So this is a great game. Dicecapades. They make several other games under the Dicecapades name. There's Outnumbered, there's Word Pirates. We'll review those eventually. These all fall under the Haywire group, the company who makes them. And really a great game. I'm excited that we're carrying it now in the store. And let me know what you think.